My name's Jan Plummer and I'm here today to support the travellers at Dale Farm. As teachers, we'd heard about how travellers have been treated in the past in evictions, and especially in the early 1970s in Brown Hills. We heard that 4 children had been burnt alive in their caravan when bailiffs had removed the caravan without checking first that the fire in the stove was out or the children were out of their beds. The caravan was towed off, it burnt to the ground, and 4 children under the age of 4 were killed. So as teachers and as protecting the children's rights, we used to go to evictions and stop the bailiffs from at least removing the trailers before the travellers were ready to go. They sort of packed up. And it's in this sort of capacity I'm here on Dale Farm. I've been here now for 2 or 3 weeks, on and off, and I'm here as a legal observer, and I'm here to make sure that the travellers' rights are respected, their rights to a secure home, their rights to education, to healthcare, and to security as well. And those rights belong to the travellers under the UN Convention on Human Rights, as well as the UN Convention on Children's Rights. And the British government, the Conservative government, signed up to the UN Convention on Children's Rights. And I think both governments have signed up to the UN Convention on Human Rights, so it's part of British law, and it comes out in British law under the Equality and Human Rights Act. That Act places a duty on local councils and other local authorities like health, police, and on bailiffs, which are employed by local councils. It places a duty to respect the culture of gypsies and travellers. They have a long culture of hundreds of years, both the Irish travellers and the Romany gypsies. They're recognised cultures under the Race Relations Act of 1976. And so there's a duty on all local authorities who have dealing with gypsies and travellers to respect their culture, to respect their human rights to a home, to healthcare and so on, and to make sure that to promote those rights in the local community as well. And I feel that Basildon Council has done none of that. It's neither considered the cultural rights of gypsies and travellers in its planning processes. Nowhere in its planning processes has it looked at the particular needs of gypsies and travellers, and nowhere in its housing form, which I've looked at online, does it have gypsies and travellers as a particular ethnic groups on it. It has everybody else, it has all the other equality groups, but it doesn't have gypsies and travellers, and they have particular needs specific to their culture. And so Basildon's process, either for housing gypsies and travellers or for looking at planning processes, that is completely flawed, and they need to go back and look at that from the start. The other thing that Basildon Council haven't done is that 3 or 4 years ago they promised to build, they agreed to build 62 extra additional sites for gypsies and travellers, because a large number of gypsies and travellers. There's a caravan count is carried out every year. It's been carried out for 10 or 20 years now, and it shows that gypsies and travellers frequent Basildon a lot, so the population of Basildon is quite high in gypsies and travellers, and so they have to provide enough sites for them, and they've known that for years and years, and they just haven't carried that out either.